Good morning. We're on Luke chapter 12. And good morning, Father. Thank you for allowing me to come into your presence and bring you my offering. Luke chapter 12. Meanwhile, when an innumerable crowd of people had gathered together, so that they trampled one another, he began to say to his taught ones, "First, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. And whatever is concealed shall be revealed, and whatever is hidden shall be known. So whatever you have said in the dark shall be heard in the light, and what you have spoken in the ear in inner rooms shall be proclaimed on the housetops. But I say to you, my friends, do not be afraid of those who kill the body, and after that are unable to do any more. But I shall show you whom you should fear. Fear the one who, after killing, possesses authority to cast into Gehenna. Yes, I say to you, fear him. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 copper coins? And not one of them is forgotten before Elohim. But even the hairs of your head have all been numbered. Do not fear. You are worth more than many sparrows. And I say to you, everyone who confesses before me, the Son of Adam, shall also confess him before the messengers of Elohim. But he that has denied me before men shall be denied before the messengers of Elohim. And everyone who shall speak a word against the Son of Adam, it shall be forgiven him. But to him who blasphemed the Holy Spirit, in this translation it says set apart spirit, it shall not be forgiven. I feel like I'm supposed to explain that real quick. So in the Hebrew, the word holy is kadosh, and its meaning is to be set apart. So that's why in this translation it writes out set apart spirit. I think this translation is supposed to be what they actually wrote in the scrolls. So they did their best to take from the literal writing and put it here in this Bible with no messing with the translation, which is why I favor this Bible. Other Bibles might be easier to read, but I wanted like straight from the scroll to my Bible with nobody tampering with the wordage, and so that's why I'm using this Bible. Okay, verse 11. And when they bring you to the congregation and rulers and authorities, do not worry about how or what you should answer or what you should say. For the set-apart Spirit shall teach you in that very hour what you should say. And someone from the crowd said to him, Teacher, speak to my brother to divide the inheritance with me. But he said to him, Man, who made me judge or divider over you? And he said to them, Mind and beware of greed, because one's life does not consist of the excess of his possessions. He then spoke a parable to them, saying, The land of a certain rich man yielded well. And he was reasoning within himself, saying, What shall I do, because I have no room to store my crops? And he said, I'm going to do this, pull down my storehouses and build greater, and store all my crops and my goods there. Then say to myself, Life, you have many goods laid up for many years. Take your ease, eat, drink, and rejoice. But Elohim said to him, You mindless one, this night your life shall be demanded from you. and who shall own what you have prepared? So is he who is storing up treasure for himself, and is not rich toward Elohim. And he said to his taught ones, For this reason I say to you, do not worry about your life, what you shall eat, nor about the body, what you shall put on. The life is more than the food, and the body is more than the clothing. Look at the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which have neither storehouse nor granary, and Elohim feeds them. How much more valuable are you than the birds? And which of you, by worrying, is able to add 1 cubit to his lifespan? If then you are unable to do the least, why do you worry about the rest? Look at the lilies, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin. And I say to you, even Shlomo, in all his esteem, was not dressed like one of these. And if Elohim so clothes the grass, which today exists in the field and tomorrow is thrown into the furnace, how much more, O you of little belief? And do not seek what you shall eat or what you shall drink, and do not keep worrying, for the nations of the world seek all these, and your Father knows that you need these. But seek the reign of Elohim, and all these shall be added to you. Do not fear, little flock, because your Father did delight to give you the rain. Sell your possessions and give in kindness. Make yourselves purses which do not grow old, a treasure in the heavens that does not fail, where no thief does come near, nor moth destroy. For where your treasure is, there your heart shall be also. Let your loins be girded and your lamps burning, and be like men waiting for their master, when he shall return from the wedding, that when he comes and knocks, they open to him immediately. Blessed are those servants whom the master, when he comes, shall find watching. Truly I say to you, that he shall gird himself and make them sit down to eat, and shall come and serve them. And if he comes in the 2nd watch, or in the 3rd watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants. And know this, that if the master of the house had known what hour the thief comes, he would have watched and not allowed his house to be broken into. And you then be ready, for the Son of Adam is coming at an hour you do not expect. And Cephas said to him, Master, do you speak these parables to us, or also to all? And the master said, Who then is the trustworthy and wise manager, whom his master shall appoint over his household, to give the portion of food in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his master shall find doing so when he comes. Truly I say to you, that he shall appoint him over all his possessions. And if that servant says in his heart, My master is delaying his coming, and begins to beat the male servants and female servants, and to eat and drink and be drunk, the master of that servant shall come on a day when he does not expect him, and at an hour that he does not know, and shall cut him in two, and appoint his portions with the unbelievers. And that servant who knew his master's desire and did not prepare, nor did according to his desire, shall be beaten with many strips. But he who did not know, yet did what deserved flogging, shall be beaten with few. And everyone to whom much is given, from him much shall be demanded. And to whom much has been entrusted, from him much more shall be asked. I came to send fire on the earth, and how I wish it were already kindled. But I have an immersion to be immersed with, and how distressed I am until it is accomplished. Do you think that I came to give peace on the earth? I say to you, no, but rather division. For from now on 5 in one house shall be divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. Father shall be divided against son, and son against father, mother against daughter, and daughter against mother, mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And he also said to the crowds, when you see a cloud rising out of the west, immediately you say, a storm is coming, and so it is. And when you see the south wind blow, you say, there shall be hot weather, and it is. Hypocrites, you know to discern the face of the heaven and of the earth, but how is it you do not discern this time? And why also do you not judge for yourselves what is right? For as you go with your opponent to a ruler, try hard along the way to settle with him, lest he drag you to the judge, and judge deliver you to the officer, and the officer throw you into prison. I say to you, you shall certainly not leave there until you have paid every last mite.